The United States Constitution says that no one can be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. But the Constitution doesn't say what due process means. The United States Supreme Court had to decide what process was due to a Texas man who found himself on the wrong end of a default judgment in the 1988 case of Peralta v. Heights Medical Center. Heights Medical Center sued Roy Peralta to recover a debt incurred by one of his employees that Peralta had guaranteed. The return of service showed that Peralta had been personally served, but that service was untimely. After Peralta didn't appear or answer, the medical center obtained a default judgment against him. Without Peralta's knowledge, his real property was attached and sold to pay the judgment. 2 years later, Peralta petitioned for a bill of review in the Texas trial court, seeking to set aside the judgment and void the sale. Peralta claimed that he'd never been personally served with the medical center's lawsuit and never received notice of the judgment. The medical center moved for summary judgment, arguing that in a bill of review proceeding, Peralta had to show that he had a meritorious defense to the underlying action before the judgment could be set aside, and that he had conceded he didn't have one. The trial court granted summary judgment for the medical center. On appeal to the Texas Court of Appeals, Peralta argued that requiring him to show a meritorious defense in the absence of service or notice violated his due process rights. The appellate court affirmed the trial court's judgment. The United States Supreme Court granted cert.